How to set boundaries at work. Hello, my name is Greta Bereisaite. I am mindset and business coach. For the awesome videos, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos every Friday. And in this video, I want to cover a topic which I seen so many girls asking me this, and here it is, right? So how to set in boundaries at work. If you're working in an office for a boss, let's say you have a 9 to 5 type of situation. The first things I want to cover are you need to have an attitude that you are working for somebody. What happens a lot is people invest all their time and energy in growing career steps, right? Or in working for somebody. Let's say we believe in what that person is doing, or we really like them, or we want to impress them, or we want a higher salary. And we work for that person all days, all hours, night shifts, extra hours, and so on, right? Let's say 10 years later, 20 years later, maybe even 5 or 3 years later, or even 1 year later, either redundancy happens or something happens for your boss business that, let's say, he needs to shut down or he needs to limit the number of employers. Unfortunately, there is, even if you gave your heart and soul to the work that you're doing for your boss, unfortunately, there is no guarantee that your boss will keep you when the crisis happens. Right? And I think it's really important to understand, because I see so many girls like complaining or being devastated when they work the extra hours and we were not getting enough of pay, and we lost their personal life, their family life started being on the rocks. We couldn't spend time with friends, or just couldn't focus on their hobbies, or even start doing something on the side, because we gave their heart and soul to the boss, right? And then later, 5 years later, 10 years later, we are made redundant and we feel completely devastated, we feel used. So I want you guys to really understand that when you are working for somebody, if your boss is expecting you to work for them like it would be your own business, it's amazing for a boss. And I do look for people like that, obviously, because this is amazing for me, right? But for your situation, this is not your business, and there is no guarantee that you're gonna be kept, right, if emergency happens. So do not work your 9 to 5 like it would be your business, like it would be your diamond, because it's not. It's really important to understand that. The reason majority of people choose 9 to 5, so they wouldn't have to work like it's their business. A boss, yes, a boss will work long hours, they will work the weekends, they will work the extra hours. A lot of times I myself, would work 16 hours a day for a year, even maybe 2 years. I was working 16 hours a day. But it's my business, it's my diamond, right? I am creating it, I am responsible for it, I'm trying to make it grow. I will be the one receiving benefits for it as well, right? When you choose your 9 to 5, you most likely are choosing it so you would have some free time, so you wouldn't have to work 16 hours a day. You were starting your own business. So when you're applying for a job, if I were you, I would apply it as I'm applying from 9 to 5, right? So this is the most important. So sorry for making this so long, but this point is very, very important. What do you do if you find yourself working overtime, or if your boss keeps giving you a lot of workload and you're like, I'm not gonna be finished this in like one day, right? And you're thinking, I'm gonna be working overtime. So the most important thing I would say is, first, in your mind, to understand that it's quality over quantity, and your boss will be happier with the quality of the work that you produce over a short period of time, rather than kind of like wasting the time but being till midnight at the office. All right, and actually there are lots of people like that who just stay like really long in the office because they want to banter with others, they want to waste time, they have nothing else to do with their life, and they think that by doing that they will also impress the boss. And what we actually are doing, we're wasting their own time, we're wasting other employers' time, and we're wasting boss time as well. So definitely don't recommend that. If this is your strategy to, you know, to upgrade yourself in the job position, that's not going to happen, because if the boss is clever, he will pay attention to the quality of the work, and over the period of time you're taking to do it, rather than how long you're staying in the office. That's pointless. Not gonna look at the relationship that he has with you. He's gonna look at the quality of your work, because the relationship he has with you is not gonna make the business grow, right? So look at things logically and analyze yourself. Are you at the work wasting your time on the things that don't require that much of your time, or are you really managing your time really well and you are one of the top employers in the office and you get things done very high quality and fast, right? If you're in this position, then when your hours are over and let's say you still have extra work, what I would say, finish that extra work the first time, but then the boss comes to you, right, and he says, let's say, Greta, this is the work that you know, like I want you to do tomorrow, right, or for the next week. Look through the work, you see it's way too much, right? You're like, okay, this looks like it's like a week and a half work rather than 1 week, right? You look at the work, you go back to the office and you say, Mr. Miss, right, I had a look at the workload and it looks like it would take me a week and a half to do it. Fortunately, I won't be able to stay the extra hours at work this week. So I was going to ask you which from this load of work, where are the priorities that must be done? I will focus on those priorities and make sure that I do them the best that I can. And once I've done the priorities and I still have extra time, I'll do the things that need to be done, right? So that way, the boss is not going to complain. When the boss gives you extra amount of work, he knows that he's giving you extra amount of work. He's just trying to kind of sneak it through, you know, hoping that you have nothing better to do but stay in the office, right, and work that extra hours and try to impress him. But the most important for any kind of boss is to do the priority, the urgent things, or the things that need to be done now, and to make those things in the highest quality. If you will focus on those priorities, you will make them the highest quality, still have some time to work on some extra bits to minimize the workload. He will be more than happy with you. You will have nothing to worry about, that he or she will let you go. However, if you're gonna look at the shift of work and you're gonna do, like the minor things first, and then you're gonna leave the priorities at the end of the day after work, your boss is going to be furious with you, because not only that you did the things that are not urgent first, but you're making now your boss to stress and panic because he can see that things that are urgent are not done. If you're gonna decide not to stay those extra hours and to go home, the urgent prioritized things are not done. Let me tell you this, even though you stayed the whole day in the office, even though you work till midnight at work, the boss will still not be happy with you. If you have a good boss, I truly believe that this strategy will work, and the boss will have more respect for you because you were setting in the boundaries. However, if your boss is not a nice guy and you can see that he's mistreating people all around the office, and you have tried to talk to him a number of times and he just totally disregards you, well, then it's not much that you can do, but instead of blaming the boss, take responsibility for yourself and start looking for another job. A lot of us stay in these bullying situations because even though it's bad, a lot of us don't like the feeling of uncertainty. And we stay and complain and nag and we feel yucky, but we still do not leave. Don't stay in the situation. Practice enjoying the uncertainty. Practice facing the challenges and growing through those challenges. So kind of like try and suck it up while you are with that bad boss, but at the same time look for the plan B on the first way out. Okay? So these would be my tips on how to set boundaries at work with your boss. If you like my video and you find it useful, don't forget to like it. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think? Join Greta's High Value Mindset School, where we talk a lot about high value mindset from a religious perspective. Also talk a lot about business there as well. If you would like to book me for mindset or business coaching, please book me through my website, which is called ladiesrelationshipcoach.com, and get in touch with me over WhatsApp, as that is where I coach. Thank you for watching. Kisses from Manchester.